Hello, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we'll be painting up this Bellecourt base. I wanted to do like a great Glacier theme because this is like a cold Bellecourt and it goes with a whole icy demon kind of Viking corn set. And yeah, this is a inset base that I 3D printed. I'll put the link down below to the STL file if you want to check it out yourself. It's cool, it gives you enough room to pour some resin in, but it's not like you have to dump a ton of resin in to get a cool effect going. Starting off with this model, I primed it black with Vallejo surface primer. And what I'm going to do is basically start on the glaciers themselves. And what I'm going to do is work up from a dark blue all the way up to a turquoise. So we start off with Imperial Navy from Army Painter mixed in with some black. And we're going to cover all of the spikes. Basically, we're going to base coat these in this color. And what I'll do is, as I'm moving up in color, I'll mix more and more of the next color into it. This usually about one step per half color. So Imperial Navy to half and half Tidal Blue, to half and half Aegis, to Aegis Aqua, half and half Marine Mist. And what I'm doing is I'm focusing my color towards the middle of the glacier spike to give like this kind of icy look where the color is stronger towards the middle of the ice spike instead of like the tips or anything like that. This isn't like a highlight. This is like a general placement of color that we're doing here, like more of a value than a real, highlight. And as I'm mixing to a higher color, I'm just concentrating my color more on specific areas. After I'm done with the airbrush, I'm just going to base coat the rest of the pieces on this model. There's a bunch of chains and bones, so I'm just going to use some lead belcher for the chains and skeleton bone for any bones that are on the model. There's a bunch of them. It's corn. They like their bones. They like their skulls. Once I'm done, I'm just going to give everything a wash of Agrex Earthshade, the metal and the bones, that is. I don't need to touch any of the glaciers. They look great as they are right now. It's a very simple base, so all I'm really going to do is try to match the bottom of the plastic base itself to my inset base, which I colored with basically a dark blue. So I'm going to use a mix of Imperial Navy and my turquoise Aqua Aegis to kind of hit the rim of my base and try to match it to the base underneath. When the resin goes over, it won't be that big of a deal, as you'll see now. So here I just have my UV resin straight out of the bottle. It's very viscous. It really can move pretty well. So all you're doing is just basically filling in the gap between the base and, the rest of the plastic on the lower base. And I'm just working my way around the model, making sure I have a nice even coat of this resin. And make sure to wear gloves. You don't want to get the stuff on your hands. I have gotten plenty of it. After a quick UV cure, I used my curing station for this, but you can put it out in the sunlight too. I just take some sandpaper and I start roughing up the edges and the resin itself. This is going to give us a nice scratch effect on the base itself and on the ice. It helps kind of blend it in because it really just looks like pure see-through glass when you're done with the resin. So we want to rough it up to make it look like it's actually ice that's been scraped up. To get finer and more precise scratches, I just use my hobby knife, and I'm using the tip and the edge to just scrape in various different angles and directions around the base to get a cool scratch look. Next, I'm just going to mix up some snow. What I have here is water gel paste from Vallejo. I have light modeling placed, and I also have just some watered down PVA in a bottle, and I also have some snow flock. So I mix them all together, pretty much equal parts. The water gel gives a kind of slush look because the water gel dries clear. The flock, of course, gives you the body of what the snow would look like. The modeling paste is a pure white paste, so that can also bring the body. And then I just like thinning everything down with a little bit of IPA. It helps pull everything together and make sure it's super sticky. So I'm just going to kind of put this on the edge. It's important when you're doing a base like this, the edge is usually the most, it's important to put them on the edge, because usually the edge, when the edge meets the base, the resin meeting the plastic of the base is usually a pretty sharp contrast. So that's why I like putting snow right on the edge. It kind of hides the impurities that are there and some of the mistakes we made earlier. It also gives a cool vibe. I'm also going to put snow on some of the other parts of the base. Pretty sporadic, but you know, I'm trying to add a vibe here. And that's it. It's a very simple base. It's effective though. It matches the rest of the model. It's striking, and I think not even needing washes on the Glacier part. I liked how dark, and it kind of comes up to this turquoise naturally. It definitely looks cool. It definitely looks demonic at the same time. It's not definitely a natural looking Glacier, and I kind of like that too. But yeah, if you liked the video, please like, subscribe, and share, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you.